Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nothing to See Here podcast. Hi, it's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
Have you guys heard about Jimothy?
I love
Yeah,
him.
I am in
I've
love
heard
with
about Timothy.
Timothy so much. We
Can
were
you
looking
He's
at
believe
an
Jimothy.
honorary cryptid.
Yeah.
one of the shows that I listened to? Like, they had an episode released today as we're recording, and they also talked about Jimothy.
Timothy's amazing.
You have to talk
He
about him.
he's also in Janine's home state of Washington.
Has she
So
seen Jimothy? Or
I don't know if she has or not. We'll have to ask her at D&D. But he's so cute. I watched I watch The Daily Show pretty regularly anymore just cuz it makes me feel better about our political circumstances. And I think Jon Stewart said, because he picked on Punch the Monkey. He was like, Punch wishes that he was like Jimothy because at least Jimothy has parents that love him.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's real rough. I
wow,
was like, Jesus Christ, John.
Also, why does he have beef with a monkey?
Jon Stewart, because he picked on Punch a
Yeah,
while
why?
back.
Why does he have beef with him, though?
Because he thinks there must be something fucking wrong with that monkey if the tribe said that there's something wrong. It is quite funny, but like I think he mostly said it. He said he said it like throughout the whole weekend when he did his thing because it pissed off his wife. He's just like, there's got to be something fucking wrong with that monkey. And of course his wife was like, "Oh no, stop. No, don't." So, shout out to Jon Stewart. You get me through fucking this hellscape that is our political landscape. You make me feel better. And I like to point out because I will never forget this. I sent Frankie very early on when Trump did the whole thing where he, you know, backpedaled on Zelensky with like the whole Ukrainian thing. Jon Stewart created made a show that was wrestling based, and I sent it to Frankie, and Frankie's text response was, "Bold of you to assume I haven't seen when politics and wrestling meet."
yeah,
I will never forget. I was like, Jesus Christ, all right.
I always know.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my God, Frankie is on it. It's like here I thought I was showing him something that he hadn't heard about. He's like, no, I was there when it was written.
Yeah, I was there when the ancient texts were written.
Yeah. Can we just talk about Jimothy for the rest of this
We
episode?
can't. We don't have enough. There's not enough Jimothy lore yet. We got to find out the lore, and then we can talk about it.
He's so fucking cute.
He is very cute.
I thought when I first saw it, I thought
When
it was just a photoshopped image.
When I first saw him move, it was like I was like, what the fuck is this shit? What's going on here? And then as I watched more of it, I was like, he's adorable. It took a bit
No,
though. It took a bit.
You had to
it's
see
one
the
of
baby footage.
yeah when he's
Yeah,
a baby. Oh, so cute, cutie patootie. He's so tiny too. Oh, I love him so much. I hope he has little raccoon babies as well. You go, Jimothy.
All right. So
No,
let's do the
no,
main thing.
no.
Well, once we do it, we'll be done with it. We don't have to talk about it again. All right, we're talking about tonight Scooby-Doo and the Samurai's Sword. I have the tagline for this movie. Are you ready for that?
No.
It is put the chi in Munchie.
No.
I'm gonna leave.
That's the
That's
tagline.
terrible.
I'm gonna leave.
Whoever came up with that tagline needs to be fired.
Needs to be shot.
It is Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword, released on April 7th, 2009, directed by Christopher Berkeley.
Christopher, I hope you're going to hell.
Well, he's directed 4 films in his life. Roughnecks, The Starship Troopers Chronicles, The Pluto Campaign. This movie, Green Lantern, Emerald Knights, and Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham.
Look, I'm a big Batman fan. I haven't even heard of The Doom That Came to Gotham.
That one's from 2023. It's a Lovecraftian Batman story.
Fuck this man.
I'm
wow, all
intrigued,
right.
but I don't trust him after this film.
So this is I gotta say, if we're going just purely off of the letterboxd where I found the other things that he directed, this movie is the highest rated thing he's directed.
Yeah, I can see
Scooby-Doo and the
why.
Samurai Sword is the highest rated.
Yeah, I can see why.
So, this is the last direct-to-video Scooby-Doo film to use the art style and lighting of What's New Scooby-Doo. So we're saying goodbye to that art style and lighting for
I'm
for
okay
the
with that.
future.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It is
I'm
also
fine
the
with that.
last, as we've said multiple times, the last Scooby-Doo production to feature Casey Kasem as the voice of Shaggy before he retired as the character in 2010.
Come on, Matthew Lillard. I can't wait.
Yeah, so we'll have Matthew Lillard in our next animated one, not our next Scooby-Doo, but in the next animated one. So, what is the cast? We have Casey Kasem as Shaggy for the final time. Frank Welker as Scooby-Doo, Fred Jones, Carrie Kilpatrick, and Mad Dog Masimoto. Mindy Cohn as Velma Dinkley. Gray DeLisle as Daphne Blake and Sapphire Sonia. Kelly Hu as Miyumi and Miss Miramoto. She has been on shows like The Vampire Diaries, and voice acting wise, she's been on the newest TMNT show.
I'm
She's
so
been in stuff.
sorry you're in this movie.
Yeah.
Man, there's some really great actors in this movie.
Could have
Shab
fooled me.
Saab Shimono as Mr. Takagawa. He is the voice of Uncle in the Jackie Chan Adventures.
Of course, yeah.
Keon Young as Matsuhiro. He is the voice of Gramps in American Dragon. Jake Long.
Yep. Yeah.
Which, as of is that on Disney Plus yet?
American Dragon? I don't know.
Yeah. I know for a while it wasn't.
That's a shame.
They still being disrespectful to one of the best shows ever.
It was such a good show.
Keon Young. Sorry, we did Keon Young. Kevin Michael Richardson as Sojo and the Black Samurai returns. He is Gantu in the Lilo and Stitch series.
Hell yeah, he is. He's one of my hear me outs.
Oh, American Dragon is there. Kevin Michael Richardson or Gantu?
Gone to.
Okay. Ere Watanabe as Kenji. He is the voice of Ling in Mulan.
Hell yeah, he is.
George Takai,
Oh,
a fucking icon.
fucking love him.
He is the mortal Black Samurai, so he's like barely in the movie.
Yeah.
They got him in for the very end.
For like 2 sentences.
And Brian Cox as the Green Dragon, another huge actor. He's star of Succession. He's been in X-Men and Troy as well. This has a 6.4 out of 10 on... Oh, sorry. One little fun fact we found. This is the first movie we've seen where the Mystery Machine doesn't make an appearance.
Cool.
We found the limit.
Yeah, it's
Fred
Japan.
will not drive the Mystery Machine to Japan.
No.
He said shipping is too much.
Damn right it is.
So this has a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb and a 3.2 on Letterboxd. So it's the same. It's the same rating.
That's
Letterboxd
way too
is
high.
out of 5.
Yeah, that's so high.
So we have 2 reviews. One is they're both bad reviews because I couldn't find any actual good reviews. Like I think people just like rated it. I couldn't find any good reviews. One is a 1.5 star review from Nolan on July 3rd, 2021. These are both
Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan stepped in 2021 to review this. 1.5 stars. Daphne Blake is America's martial arts champion, and for some reason, that's not even the craziest part of this shit.
I mean, yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
And then we have a review from Anna. This is a rewatch. I think Anna is also doing something similar to us, like ranking all the Scooby-Doo movies on Letterboxd, though. And from what I remember, this was very much near the bottom of her rankings.
It's gonna be at the bottom.
With taste.
I think she has 58 movies total, and it is number 54.
Ugh.
She
That's
is
still
a
too
woman
high.
with taste.
review is 1 star. If you took a shot every time something was racist in this film, you'd be dead within the first 10 minutes.
Full stop.
Yeah.
I want to. Okay. So, look, I want to say,
No.
let's talk about the racism in the movie.
There's nothing to say. This is awful.
It's racist towards Japanese culture.
The stuff with Japan is a more subtle racism. There's a
But
very
it's there.
blatant act of racism in this movie as well.
Yeah.
Yes, with the unnamed
The Islanders.
Islanders.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Look, I get the racism against Japan and stuff like that. It really does, like, there's this weird dichotomy I found watching this movie, in that it has so many stereotypes of Japan and boils Japanese culture down to something that isn't entirely accurate
It's nowhere near
as to what the
accurate.
culture is. But it does also have these weird moments sprinkled in where it teaches really interesting tidbits of Japanese culture.
Yeah, I get, like, the dog is interesting and stuff. Like, as soon as I forget what the statue's called, but as soon as they mentioned
Hachiko.
it, yeah, thank you. As soon as I mentioned the dog, I was like, I know that dog.
And then I did want to be like, I did say that, or I did think at the beginning of watching this movie, oh, I'm really glad that no one is doing. Have either of you, as of recording today, yesterday they released the Avengers Doomsday trailer for the first full trailer.
I saw it, yes.
You saw it. So in the opening of the trailer, there's a weird accent being spoken. Not a weird
Yes.
accent. There's an accented person speaking.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who it was. And Jen and I were watching it, and I was like, if that's Robert Downey Jr. doing a fucking Romani accent,
It
I'm
is.
gonna lose my mind. And Jen texted me today with an article and was like, hey, guess who it is?
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. Why are they, like, I get why they're casting Robert Downey Jr. to get some buzz and whatever, even though it should be a Romani actor, because Doctor Doom is a Romani character. And
Right.
it's important to his character that he be Romani.
Yeah.
But at least, if they're casting Robert Downey Jr., I was like, at least he's not going to do a weird accent.
Incorrect.
And I was incorrect. And I was watching the opening and beginning of this movie, and I was like, at least all of the people who are speaking with accents are actual Asian
People of that,
voice actors.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Michael Richardson starts speaking as Sojo, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, guys, what are we doing? That's the part that really bothered. Like, the Islander stuff really bothers me.
Yeah. That one pissed me off so much.
Disrespectful to the however many millions of people that live in the South Pacific Islands.
Yeah. No, like this whole movie just pissed me off. As somebody who, like,
the
I'm
voice
a
acting.
weeb. Yeah. But as somebody who's like a weeb and like appreciates Japanese culture, to see it be like molted down and just made fun of like this, no culture should be like that. But this one especially just like rubbed me so wrong. I'm honestly putting this in my own ranking. This is the only thing that is worse than it for me is Arabian Night. That's how bad I feel like this is.
I'm not that far down on it.
Oh, I am.
No, I agree with Amanda.
Thank you, Hannah.
I think Aloha Scooby-Doo was way more offensive.
I don't know.
All right, we'll get to that at the end. Let's go through what happens. So we open on Kenji mopping a museum and jamming out. He gets distracted by a shadow on the roof, and one of the skylights opens up. But his boss, Mr. Takagawa, catches him. And Takagawa is upset that not enough people are coming to the museum because there's not enough respect for the old ways. And he takes Kenji to a back room where he has the armor of the Black Samurai. Kenji has not heard of him, but Takagawa thinks that this exhibit is going to save the museum. The power cuts in the museum, the clouds start to roll in, and electricity brings the armor to life. The Black Samurai grabs a sword. Kenji comes at him with his mop and gets fucking crushed. And the Black Samurai flies out of the building. We get the opening credits played out like an old samurai film where we get glimpses of the fight between the black samurai and the green dragon. And I actually like the opening, like the opening credit scene. Not the scene, but like the opening credits themselves.
The samurai fighting the dragon.
Yeah, it was different from all the other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It
stands out
also
and it's like fun.
it also did give me like a little bit of like the I don't know. I grew up watching the like very old kind of like my dad was really into like the old samurai movies and stuff like that. So it did give me like a little bit of that vibe too.
Yeah.
Well, it pays homage to them, so it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah. I was fine with that. Also, the
We
green dragon reminded me of Dragon Ball, which
yeah, he did. We open in Shibuya Station, and the gang come off the train, and they are styling through the town. Shaggy's upset though because they are out of Scooby snacks, and Scooby starts crying. But then he finds a vending machine full of Scooby snacks, and Scooby and Shaggy start licking the machine. Daphne gets a text from her friend Miyumi, who they're meeting up with, telling them to meet her at the statue of Hachiko. And Velma gives us the story of Hachiko.
adorable. I love this dog. I would die for this dog.
And I
Yeah, a dog
started
who.
crying.
Have you guys watched the movie? There's like a movie about it.
Yes, I
A
have,
Hachi
and
movie.
Hannah can't watch it ever.
I
Oh,
finished
Hannah.
it.
Hannah
Yeah,
will
Hannah
kill
would die.
herself.
Yeah. It is so sad. Briefly, this man has a dog named Hachiko, and he follows him to work every day. The man takes the train. The dog waits at the station for his master to come home. And then one day the master dies while at work. And Hachiko just stays at the train station every day until he passes away, waiting for a master who will never come back.
And I'm sobbing on the floor.
And it's so sad, and because of this story, there's a statue of Hachiko, and there is a statue of Hachiko in Japan.
Yeah, no, this dog, I fucking love this. Why am I crying?
All right. Well, I'll bring you back to anger. Okay.
Okay.
Miyumi says she wishes she could be part of the gang, and Shaggy and Scooby say that they will gladly give her their spot if there's a new mystery that comes up.
That one
We
didn't
learned
anger me. That's
that was
that's
funny. That was
yeah.
funny.
I was like, yeah, take my spot. I don't want to be on this team.
We learned they're in Japan because, as the review said, Daphne is the American martial arts champion. And she's competing in a tournament to be able to become a student of Miss Miyamoto.
Is
They
this the
board.
first time that Daphne really has like good athletic skills?
No,
They
she had it in
reference.
Cyber Chase. If you remember, also in
Oh,
Cyber
that's
Chase,
right.
there was a
Okay.
samurai. Yeah, there was a
I
samurai
do.
that she chased
Yeah,
away with a rake.
Yeah, but I think
I do remember that.
in this new continuity, it is.
I know in the What's New era, like the creators, the writers and directors, they all gave her more agency since
And
she was the danger prone one.
they constantly kind of reference that she has these skills, but we never get to see her use them. And we don't really like she has them here, but like we still don't really get to see it. She gets like one fight.
She should have been with Shaggy and Scooby
Mm-hmm.
at the end.
Absolutely. So Daphne's there competing. They get onto a plane called the Hoverjet. It flies itself, and they're flown to a martial arts school on the most frightening rock formation I've ever seen.
I have to talk about this real quick. Okay, so growing up as a kid, my mom made me watch the show, and the show is referenced. So at one point, who's the big bulky dude?
Dojo?
Yeah, he sees the plane coming, and he goes, the plane," which is supposed to be the plane. It's based on a 70s TV show called Fantasy Island.
Yeah, and they have the guy named Tattoo who would
Yeah.
say the plane.
That was so fucking funny. That was the only time I laughed. I was like, that was pretty good. That was a good
I
homage.
laughed. I laughed way later.
Ugh,
There's one
I
joke that really got me later on.
the play. Oh, it's so funny.
So Takagawa. We cut to the island and we see Takagawa with the school master, Miss Morimoto. to warn her that the Black Samurai is coming to the island to steal the Destiny Scroll. He is manhandled, though, by her giant henchman, Sojo. She has no time for this ghost business because she's got a tournament to conduct. We see the hover jet
And a
making its...
villainous plan to unfold.
Yeah. We see the hover
She's
jet making its way to the island. She's very obviously the villain.
yeah, yeah.
We see the hover jet make its way to the island. We get the plane reference. And Miyamoto says that they're going to have a demonstration. So Fred, himbo moment for Fred in the movie. He thinks the garden they've landed in is an airport. Good job, Fred. Dojo shows up and forces Shaggy and Scooby into a uniform. He tries to put Daphne into a uniform, and he gets fucking tossed. But they all do have to wear uniforms. That's the rule. So they all put on like color-coordinated gis that go with their color scheme. And we meet the other champions. The Irish champ. Look, I didn't write his name. They said it so fast. Kerry Kilpatrick, who's just there breaking some concrete.
Not important to this film.
None of them are important. None of the champions are important. Sapphire Sonia, she's Russian. And Mad Dog Mazimoto, who is just a dog man. Just a dog man. Miyamoto welcomes us to the Tournament of Champions, and we can tell who the four favorites are by the fact they're the only ones with distinguishable designs. And then they also do nothing with them. What was the point? Miyamoto tells us one of them is already a champion. I thought they were all champions, but anyway, one of them is a champion here because it's Daphne. She's already defeated Sojo, and she asks Daphne for a demonstration right now. Daphne, super nervous, and she's going to be facing Miyumi. As they're fighting, we see one of the dragon statues has a camera in it and is recording the fight. The fight ends when Miyumi grabs Daphne's hairband, blocking Daphne's vision as her hair falls into her face, and she wins. And we learned that basically the motto of the school is, if you aren't cheating, you aren't trying. The tournament starts tomorrow, but there is a feast tonight, and Shaggy and Scooby are excited. There's too much going on at this feast. They got fireworks. They got a sumo match. They got dancers blocking the sumo match. This is one of the moments where I was like, all right, let's fucking... Someone just Googled, what do they do in Japan? And they threw all of it into one scene. So we see Scooby use his martial arts skills to eat an entire boat of sushi. And then Shaggy is about to eat an apple, and a ninja star is thrown into the apple, and a bunch of ninja have invaded the feast. Fred thinks it's part of the entertainment.
I mean, they have every other part of Japanese culture.
That's true.
Found on the first page of Google.
Yeah. All three of the other champions that have the actual designs try to fight and get taken out. They're non-factors. And then out of the skies emerges the Black Samurai. The gang all run away, and we get our first chase sequence with an awful song. One of the worst songs we've heard in Scooby-Doo. It's really bad. Shaggy and Scooby, we get some gags here, like usual in the chase scenes. Shaggy and Scooby eat to the size of sumo wrestlers and roll after the ninjas and take them out. The Black Samurai finds Shaggy and Scooby dressed as geisha, but he doesn't care. Anyone can get these hands. He goes to kill them immediately. He finds the Destiny Scroll, but is caught by Miyumi, Miyamoto, Velma, Daphne, and Fred. And Miyamoto gets into a sword fight with a samurai, and she's fucking dual-wielding. She gets the better of him, but he escapes in smoke and flies away. Fred says we got a mystery, but Takagawa goes, this is not a mystery. Everyone knows the legend of the Black Samurai. And we get to learn the legend right here. A Ronin was the most feared warrior during his time. Oh, sorry, Amanda, please.
I do believe this is based on some kind of legend. It's a lot of mix of legends, I think, that they just mixed together.
They probably mixed a bunch of old samurai
Yeah, I think they
and
mixed like a shit ton of them together. But this is stupid. This is a stupid legend.
A Ronin was the most feared warrior in the time period, and he sought out a legendary sword master to make him a mystical sword, but it would take a year. the evil apprentice of this. Why does the Swordmaster have an evil apprentice?
Don't you?
I don't. Should I? Do you have an evil apprentice, Hannah?
One day.
Okay. The evil apprentice offers to make the Ronin a sword in only 6 months. And he makes the sword, and the samurai uses it, but he feels a surge of dark power because the evil of the apprentice has infected the sword, and then the Ronin, creating the Black Samurai. The master then completes his blade, the Sword of Fate. The other one is called the Sword of Doom, sorry. He creates the Sword of Fate and gives it to the Green Dragon, who's an actual dragon. The Green Dragon fought the Black Samurai and used his magic and imprisoned the Black Samurai inside the Sword of Doom. The Destiny Scroll gives the only clue to the location of the Sword of Doom, and there's a riddle that the ghost must solve to find the sword. Shaggy and Scooby are super excited that the scroll's been taken so they don't have to solve the mystery, but Miyamoto reveals that the public scroll was a fake and the real one is hidden behind a wall. Takagawa translates the scroll for us. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The paper dragon shows the way. Shaggy yells, "I got it," and shows that he made an origami octopus. Scooby responds in this origami battle they seem to be having with snowflakes, but Scooby, you've been disqualified, actually. You use scissors for those. And origami is only folding paper, so you're out. Shaggy is the winner. But this little origami battle makes Velma realize what the riddle is, and they hand Shaggy and Scooby the scroll, and they make an origami dragon out of it, and it then reads, "The journey begins with 1,000 steps." Velma conveniently finds the Temple of 1,000 Steps, so that's where they're headed to. It is on a remote southern island and dedicated to the Green Dragon. The gang, Mayumi, and Takagawa all go. Shaggy counts each step to the top of the temple. He made it. They go inside. Shaggy says they should just say that they tried and leave. But then he activates a machine that lights the temple and shows a map with a riddle. It says the secret falls from the mouth of the dragon and shows a location on the other side of the island. The map also shows another symbol that scares Takagawa, because it turns out there are natives on this island, and we get some really disgusting racism here with the way the islanders are depicted.
Please don't get me started.
That's why we had it at the beginning of the episode. So the natives are planning to offer the men to the Green Dragon as a sacrifice and marry Velma, Daphne, and Mayumi to the tribal leader. Scooby and Shaggy trick them to get into the pot that they're in and then try to trap them with the lid, but the natives immediately get out. Then a great wind comes through the grove and the natives run away. It turns out to be Velma summoning the hover jet. The group flies to the other side of the island and find a waterfall coming out of a rock formation that looks like the head of a dragon. They fly into the cave and we get the Scooby-Doo bats. This movie doesn't deserve the Scooby-Doo bats. Inside of the cave is another temple. Scooby is scared of the statues and only agrees to come out of the plane when Mayumi promises him 10 Scooby snacks. And they find the Sword of Doom. Daphne has a bad feeling about this. Mayumi says, "Fuck your bad feelings," grabs the sword, and it was a trap. And the cave starts to close, and the statues collapse. But the Black Samurai is here. He flies in, and he has an offer for them. Give him the sword, and he will destroy them quickly. We get another chase where the group flees from the samurai and the traps that are in the temple. And this chase song is somehow worse than the previous one. Don't know how they did it. Impressively bad.
Remember when we watched the Pirates movie?
And those songs fucking slapped? They got better with each one? Ugh.
Yeah.
Remember when we complained about Goblin King being a musical and some of the songs, like the singers weren't good?
Yeah.
They were like fine songs? Yeah. Velma loses her glasses in the chase, and Shaggy has them on this time. And then the Black Samurai crashes into a wall, loses his helmet, and it's Sojo! He stole the armor and used a mini jetpack to fly around. Mystery is over. We can all go home.
There's like 30 minutes left.
Yep, there's still. I forgot. In my mind, I hadn't watched this since I watched it when it premiered as a kid, but I hadn't watched it since. So in my mind, this all happened after they fought on the bridge and everything. And I was like, oh, I guess it is a shorter movie. And then I looked, and yep, it's another 30 minutes. So they're at Miyamoto's school, and she gives Sojo a command. He escapes, and the ninjas surround the gang, and they all say their catchphrase, and Fred realizes he doesn't have a catchphrase.
It's like the one decent joke in the film.
That one was also good. That was a good. We find out also that the ninjas are robots, and Fred is super impressed by this. He really likes that. Miyamoto used the tournament, though, as an excuse to gather fighting data on the best fighters in the world to give it to her robots. And then Miyumi turns on the gang and gives Miyamoto the sword. And Miyamoto is going to resurrect the Black Samurai and become his master to destroy the modern age and bring back a new samurai technology world hybrid thing. Miyumi did not know this, but does say she was told to befriend the mystery gang. But Daphne kicks the sword out of Miyamoto's hands to Shaggy and Scooby, who still have the jetpack, and they escape. The gang do not escape, and they are locked in the museum with Takagawa. And we get our third chase scene with Shaggy and Scooby fleeing from the ninjas. And again, a song that is again worse. They've done it a third time, Hannah.
This film is so bad.
So Shaggy and Scooby get away, but the jetpack breaks, so they run to hide inside of a sushi restaurant. It's the Green Dragon sushi restaurant. And this is the joke that I really liked. They see the sushi master cutting up some fish, and Shaggy says, "Got anything back there without a head?" And then it just cuts to him cutting the head off of the fish in front of him and throwing it to the side.
That was pretty good.
So, the sushi chef's name is Matsuhiro, and he hands them a menu that has the green dragon symbol on it that we've been seeing, which is just a green dragon holding two swords. The ninjas crash into the restaurant, and Matsuhiro learns that Shaggy and Scooby have the Sword of Doom. He grabs a sword off of the wall and is able to take out some of the ninjas, but the numbers are too much, and the others are able to grab the Sword of Doom and escape. Matsuhiro then reveals he is a samurai. We cut back to the museum. Fred is wearing, again, what is with the mystery gang wearing artifacts? Fred is wearing samurai armor. God, Jesus Christ. Fred's wearing samurai armor and chopping away at the doors to try and escape. But our boy Kenji has shown up for work, and they're just all free. And
I think my favorite character is Kenji.
Yeah, Kenji's pretty good.
He's barely in the film. I think that's why he's my favorite.
He's just trying to do his job adequately. Takagawa mutters to himself that more than one samurai will be reborn tonight. Matsuhiro, we go to him, back to him and Shaggy and Scooby. Matsuhiro is taking Shaggy and Scooby to a sacred samurai training ground, and Shaggy and Scooby are going to train to be samurai. We learn about the 4 gates, and Shaggy and Scooby will have to pass through all of them to be purified. And they've already passed through the gate of Earth. It's the 4 elements. They got to do Earth, Fire, Air, Water. And by passing through the 4 gates, it will allow them to awaken the Green Dragon and get the other legendary sword, the Sword of Fate. They go through the Gate of Fire, and they surf through lava. The Gate of Air is in the clouds, and they fall. They go through the final gate, and the Green Dragon wakes up to find out who has entered his sacred grove. Shaggy and Scooby inform him that the Black Samurai has returned, and he says, "That's not possible. Thousands of years ago, I hid the Sword of Doom behind a bunch of security. I had traps. It's in a cave with a waterfall, deep in an island, surrounded by impenetrable fog. No one knows where it is on the map. We're all good." And, oops, Shaggy and Scooby found it. They need his help but the dragon says there's no place in the world for him. And Shaggy calls him a fucking coward. And then the dragon puts them in samurai armor, hands them the Sword of Fate, and flies away with them because the legend must end where it all began. We go back with Miyamoto, Sojo, and Miyumi, and Miyamoto reads the instructions on how to use the Sword of Doom to set free the spirit of the Black Samurai. But Fred has a trap ready, apparently, and Daphne super pissed at Miyumi for turning on them. Sojo goes out onto the bridge and asks for the sword, but Miyumi is running away. She has turned on Miyamoto and Sojo. And Daphne celebrates loudly and gives away their location. So they activate the electric magnetic pulse to knock out all of the robots. It also knocks out all of the power in Tokyo. Miyamoto starts attacking Miyumi for the Sword of Doom, and we see not only does she dual wield swords, they're sword whips. They're sword whips. She gets the sword back, gives it to Sojo, and the spirit of the Black Samurai kicks Sojo out of the armor, and the Black Samurai is back. Miyumi demands that he bow before her, and he fucking knocks her out. He then traps the gang in a weird sword beam thing, makes them all bow to him. Shaggy and Scooby are flying in on the Green Dragon and are here to challenge the Black Samurai, and they do it by fucking standing on each other or sitting on. They're playing chicken, you know, when you're in the pool, chicken fight.
Yeah,
in the pool. Yeah, that's how they're doing.
I like how I like how you're like, yeah, the thing, the thing.
Yeah,
like we didn't know. I kind of Hannah, I wanted you to not say.
Some people
yeah, I know what
might
you're
not
talking about.
know.
I wanted.
I was really worried Frankie was gonna keep going.
Yeah, I was just. I really
Some
wanted
people
you
might
to
not
just like
know.
not say anything.
Amanda,
To be
some
like,
people might not know what it is. They might not know. They might be
yeah,
confused.
but it would have been really funny if we would have been like, Frankie, what the hell are you talking about? Chicken fight? What the fuck is that?
Shaggy is on top of Scooby's shoulders. At one point, they end up switching, and I don't know how they actually switched. I don't know if they actually show how they switch. It just happens at some point. So they're fighting. It's a sword fight. Scooby unleashes his unstoppable tickle attack at one point, and the Black Samurai destroys the bridge they're on. And then Shaggy and Scooby start flying at one point as well. I didn't know where. I don't know where they got that power. And then they break the Sword of Doom, which kills the ghost of the Black Samurai. And then Scooby and Shaggy, they win because their minds are always empty and they have no fear because their minds are always empty, except they're the most scared
A major fucking lie.
people on the show, right? Like, that's their character. They're frightened all the time.
It should be Fred.
Red is truly the person who has nothing in his mind. His brain is always empty. So then they remove the mask because the samurai armor has fallen and it's still like intact. They remove the mask and there is like an ancient being in there, a super old guy. He thanks them for releasing his spirit from the evil of the sword and vanishes. He's dead now. They've killed a man. We are back at the museum. The Black Samurai exhibit is open and they unveil a Scooby-Doo statue. And the fucking Islanders are there. They had to fucking put them back. They had to show them us again. Oh.
Wait, they were?
Yeah, they're there very briefly. They show them in the crowd.
Oh my god.
Miyumi declines an invitation to join the gang as she needs to go out and figure out what she does best. She gives Scooby a little kiss, and then he's celebrating with all his fans, and that is the end of the movie. That's the end of the movie. We've ended the movie.
Thank God.
And like talking about it has made me rethink. Originally, I gave this a 2. Now I'm giving it a 1.5.
Yeah,
This was rough.
yeah, I would say so.
I haven't hated watching a Scooby-Doo movie
Since
in many
yeah.
months.
Can we just put this right above Arabian Nights? Because that's where I believe it needs to be.
This
Same.
is That's absurd. That is absurd because you're forgetting about Scooby Goes Hollywood.
I'm not.
I'm fine with the female. I am fine with the human women falling in love with the dog.
Yeah.
More than I
Scooby
am
Goes
fine with
Hollywood
this
is
movie.
insanely worse than Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers is worse than this, to be fair. But
No.
I'm giving you guys that.
Franklin,
Hannah
what is
Hannah
wrong
and me
with you?
Hannah and
I
me
hate
are
the Boo
both
Brothers.
deciding that it
I hate the Boo
goes.
Brothers. The Boo Brothers, I hope, are rotting in hell. I hope the Boo Brothers hear this and they are miserable in their lives, their afterlives.
Jesus Christ, Franklin.
I was in physical pain watching that movie.
What were you in watching this film?
I had to watch it over like 2 separate occasions.
Oh,
I
so
didn't
you
finish it
didn't
in
have
one
to
sitting.
watch it in one sitting.
I started watching it on Sunday. Then I had to go home and like I was finishing up work, and then I started feeling sick after that, so I
No,
didn't finish
fuck
it.
you. No, Hannah, I think this goes right above Arabian Nights.
I
I'm
agree.
fine.
I'm
concur. Fine with the awful music and stuff, because the music, honestly, some of this music was so dumb. I think the writers of the Hollywood music were better at writing.
That's
Yeah.
What are you
insane.
talking about? What are you talking about?
This is
hello.
insane. Putting this
Konnichiwa,
above
sayonara, whatever. What kind of
the
music
music
is that?
bad. It's not music. It's just well, technically it is music, but it's not good. You're right, but there's no shot this is better than Scooby Goes Hollywood.
I don't think Scooby Goes Hollywood
Or worse,
was racist.
worse than Scooby Goes Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't think it's racist. I'm gonna put this.
But Aloha Scooby-Doo was racist, and we have that above Scooby Goes Hollywood.
I believe that was your
Monster
choice.
of Mexico was racist, and we have that above Scooby Goes Hollywood. So we can't be using just like pure that as the only scale.
How about this? How about this movie really pissed me off so much more than Scooby Goes Hollywood? Scooby Goes Hollywood, I groaned. This one made me furious.
I don't understand why this one made you furious and the other ones did not.
I think it had to do with the native.
It was the
Scene.
natives. It was the islanders.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to call them, but other than racist caricatures.
Yeah, that was.
They were. I agree with you.
That's what tipped me over the edge. Look, I get that Aloha Scooby-Doo and like Mexico, yeah, they took from cultures and stuff, but it's not the culture taking that really pissed me off. Like, I was expecting that kind of going into it. The Native Islander scene did not need to fucking happen at all.
It didn't. I agree with you.
Like that is just, it just didn't even feel like it made sense. It felt like we were in a different fucking movie.
I mean, I know I'm losing the battle because like it's 2 against 1. I'm just like it's outrageous that this is below Scooby Goes Hollywood.
No, I can't.
Scooby Goes Hollywood knows what it is.
Yeah, it knows it's bad.
No, it doesn't.
And here's the issue. Here's a legitimate issue I have with this film.
Mm-hmm.
It is clearly a 3-act structure. And we are once again getting a film where it feels like it is almost 3 separate shorts.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we're putting it at 19 out of 20. I disagree, but
you can disagree. Yeah, you have been outvoted. I disagreed with the witch's ghost.
Okay. Being number what? Well,
4.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
You disagreed with it being above Cyber Chase.
Right. Yes, that is what I disagreed with.
That was the disagreement, yeah. All right. Well, next month we get no Matthew Lillard. We're not doing an animated Scooby-Doo movie, guys.
We're not.
We're back in the world of live action. Hannah will be taking us through Scooby-Doo: The Mystery Begins.
Oh,
in
no.
2009.
No. No.
Can't wait to see that cursed CGI dog.
Oh god, I'm looking at the movie poster right now. It's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yep. That's what we're watching.
Okay.
But you have a whole month before you gotta watch it.
Yeah, Hannah, what are we watching?
What are we doing next week, Hannah?
Yeah.
Hopefully my notes will be done in time. We're gonna talk about Dante and the Divine Comedy.
Dante's Inferno?
Yeah.
What about it?
Um, we're gonna talk about how it's self-insert Bible fan fiction.
Oh, everybody knows that.
Yeah, we can tell them about it.
Yeah, that's fair. I just thought I thought Hannah was coming with like something that I didn't know.
It's fun when you know some things, Amanda. Then you can make better jokes.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing. I was just like, oh, what about like that? I'm guessing came out wrong. Like, I'm not disappointed. I just was just like, oh, what about?
You were waiting for me to give you some insane hot take.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to be like, Dante's Inferno is actually the best thing that's been ever written.
Well, that's absurd.
Yeah. Like that
That
I was or Dante's Inferno is actually gay.
I mean, Satan is in bondage at the bottom of hell.
Yeah, I mean it's a little gay.
It feels a little queer.
It's a little gay.
So that's hopefully what we're going to talk about next week.
If not,
If
you'll find
not,
out.
My notes are still not done. My mental health has been in the gutter for a while, so I love yeah, it's been fun me trying to catch up on some work.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to talk about Dante and how it's fanfic.
If not,
my
Barbie
my
movie.
favorite.
If not, we will be watching a Barbie movie because I can bust those notes out in an afternoon.
Hell yeah, you can.
You gotta let us know before like
Friday.
Yes, I will
Friday.
let you know by Saturday night.
Yeah, because I gotta know what if I'm watching that on Sunday or if I'm just like gonna spend more time editing.
Yeah.
Which
God,
if we're watching Barbie, it's gonna be the Barbie Diaries.
the
Oh.
Barbie Diaries, anything like the
Oh.
Princess Diaries.
Frankie, you wish. You
No, I'm just
fucking
gonna
wish.
we're just gonna leave it there.
Oh God, I'm looking at the poster for the Barbie Diaries.
No,
It's more
stop
frightening.
spoiling things.
It's
Yeah.
more frightening than the dog. It's
Yeah.
more frightening than the dog.
Yeah, it is.
Did
Yeah,
they
it's
change
rough.
the animation style?
Yes,
What
they
happened?
did, Franklin.
I
For
thought the
this movie
animation
alone.
I thought the
Just
animation was bad
just this
before.
one movie.
Oh, hey, there's a Kesha song. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They changed the animation style for the Barbie Diaries and the Barbie Diaries alone because this was the time of Bratz.
No, but you're not Bratz. You're Barbie. Bratz is its own thing.
Yeah, but Bratz is better.
But Bratz came in and took a shit on Mattel and like stole the top spot when it came to dolls.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Bratz had like the fucking stupid video games.
Look, Frankie played this video game with me and Levi. Bratz Rock Angels is one of the best video games ever
Their
because
games
it's
are
so
wild.
funny.
They're insane games.
They're just so much fun.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we're either going to hell or learning about the Divine Comedy. So stay tuned for that next week.
That was good, Franklin.
Yeah. Is there anything else we'd like to add in this week's episode before we wrap it up?
No.
Then let's take care of business and finish this episode. As of recording, we're on YouTube and Spotify. If you are watching us on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notification so you know when every episode is uploaded. If you're listening to us on Spotify, remember to leave a rating and a review. Follow the show so you know when the episodes are uploaded. And no matter where you're listening to the show, please share the show with someone you think might enjoy what we're talking about and what we discuss over here. If you would like to send us an email, you can ask us some questions, you can give us some episode ideas, you can give us your general thoughts about the show. You can send us an email over to
Nothing to see here podcast at gmail.com. As always, here is spelled HEAR.
if you would like to see some great artwork done by Amanda, some funny memes created by Hannah, images of the things that we discuss on the episodes. You can find all of that and more over on our Instagram page, which is
Nothing to see here pod.
And I think that's all the business taken care of. So saying goodbye and good night. It's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
Oh, right. I got nothing. This movie took it
Yeah, you
out
gotta,
of me
yeah,
so much.
gotta say something as an outro.
Yeah, well, what am I'm gonna go play Hades, the video game.
Oh, good game. Good
It's
choice.
fucking great game. I've been on it for a while again.
I've
Been
been
on a
playing
kick.
Immortals, Phoenix Rising.
So,
Another
alright.
Greek mythology game.
Yeah. So good.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.